Okay, welcome back to Canva Tips for Authors. Today, Bettina Hunt asked me if I could do a tutorial on how to upload your paperback cover to KDP and a little bit about how to set it up. Okay, so paperback covers are a special kind of hell. And as though to illustrate it, this is the second time I'm recording this video. But let's have a go. I hope it works this time. So what I am going to do is I have a novella, which is quite a short book, which has the paperback has the old cover and the Kindle has the new cover. And I have been putting off changing the paperback cover to the Kindle cover because paperbacks are just such a pain. Okay, right. Anyway, so I format my ebooks in draft to digital. Now, if you go to draft to digital, draft to digital is free. If you they have a free formatter. They also have a they also distribute to all of the retailers. So I use Draft to Digital to distribute to Kobo and Apple and Barnes and Noble and places like that. I don't do Amazon through them just because Amazon was where I started, and I've just historically stuck with it because I have a KDP account. Okay, so first of all, let's go to my books. Let me find my book. Now, formatting in Draft to Digital is really easy. You upload your Word document, you change your chapter headings to be headings, and everything else to be body text. And where you have scene breaks, I put 3 dots in. You just need a really obvious scene break. Okay. So if we look at the ebook, you've got details, which is where you upload your files. And you can upload your cover file and your Word document. You upload your Word document there. You fill in all the bits. You save and continue. While we're waiting, if you find this useful, please tell all your author friends because I could do with more subscribers. And if you haven't already, subscribed and hit like on my posts. If you're an author who wants to talk to other authors about Canva and how to use it to promote your books, pop over to the Facebook group, which is free, and join in. It's called Canva Tips for Authors. The link is in the description. One thing I should have mentioned about Draft to Digital is that if you use them as a distributor, they do take a small percentage of your earnings to pay for their service. But to be honest, it saves me so much time and hassle of putting everything on all of the different platforms that I don't really mind paying it. But your mileage may vary. Then you can add things like a copyright page and a dedication and all of that separately. I just have it all in my Word document. There are advantages to using their about the author section because then if you have a lot of books, you just have to update the author section and it will roll it out across all of your books, which is great because it saves a lot of time. And then when you get to here, you can mess around with the style. You can add drop caps, which look like that, or phrase cap, where this first phrase will get highlighted, turned into uppercase. And you can do that at the beginning of the chapter or at the beginning of the scene. You have different styles that you can have, and all of these things. And then at the end, I just download the EPUB file and then upload it to Amazon. For the paperback, I'm going to assume you've already got an ebook sorted out. If not, the process is still the same. Just use your Word file. Okay, so you use your Word file and upload it. I've just used my ebook and I've given it my own print ISBN. Now, this may not work because this has already been on KDP with a KDP ISBN, so we'll see. Okay, and then you choose the trim size, and I want it to be 5x8. All of the other things, normal page number location. Yep. Let's have a look. Chapter page has no numbers. Normal page number location at the top, that's fine. Start all chapters on the right. Okay. Apply changes. Okay, and as you can see, you've got chapters all start on the right. Funky curly Q things. Okay, so we can download the PDF preview, and I'm actually going to use the PDF preview as my file. Let's just check the end. Acknowledgements. Okay. Okay. Download PDF preview. Okay, we're going to look at that one. Where'd it go? There we go. And count how many pages there are. Okay, so our trim size is 5 by 8. And using the draft to digital formatter, you get a PDF which has a, I don't know, about 140, 150 pages. How many pages? 162 pages. Gosh, that's what you get for putting the chapters on the right. Okay, 162 pages. Right, so we go into KDP and we fill in all of the details. Okay, you have to choose some categories. You only have 3 now. You used to have more. Some keywords and save and continue. Right, I've given my ISBN and imprint number. Right, you choose your paper type, which we chose for draft digital for it to be white. So let's do that. No bleed, matte, manuscript. Let's upload the manuscript. I told you this was the second time I'm doing it. That's why there's a manuscript already there. Okay, so it's going to upload it and then it's going to have a think about whether there are any problems with it. And this can take a while. Okay, once you've done that, you have to upload a cover. And to do that, what you're going to upload is a cover that is a print-ready PDF. So you go to download a KDP template, which takes you to this page, and you fill in all of your details: paperback, interior type black and white, white paper, reading direction left to right, measurement in inches 5 by 8, because that's the trim size that you chose for your interior file, and 162 pages. And then you just click calculate dimensions and you get this funky stuff. But what you do is you download template. And then when you get the template, it comes in as a zipped file. So you need to unzip it and save it somewhere. I'm not going to go through those steps because I'm now on the 3rd time that I'm recording this. So I've already done it. And when you get your file, 5 by 8, black and white interior, okay. And when you get your file and you've opened it, the thing you need to look at is this bit which says overall dimensions. I prefer to do it in millimeters rather than inches when you do it in Canva, because somehow the inches measurement is always slightly off. So 269.62 millimeters times 209 by 55 millimeters. So you go to Canva, create custom design, create new design, custom size, and that's what you get. I'm going to go for here's one I made earlier. Okay. Right, so this is your custom sized page which you made. Then you go to uploads and you upload your template that you just used. And it should fit exactly because you built your canvas to be the size of your document. Okay. Right, now all you have to do is put your cover in and your spine and your back text. you need to make sure that any text in the spine is not touching the lines. In fact, it needs a little bit of a gap. Anything that's inside this main square is fine. Anything that's in the sort of reddish bits, that could move a bit. And to be honest, if you're using KD print, that will move a bit because, yeah, KDP print is fussy like that. Right, so I'm going to go and find my old snowed in files. So this is a new thing now. If you go to projects and you search, it'll search through any keywords which are actually in the body of the project. So that's quite cool. So what I've done is I've taken my book cover and I've made a gradient that looks roughly the same. Let me show you how to make the right gradient. Rectangle. And you go to colors and let's pick one of the colors that's in here, which is that purple, which is right at the top. And then go back and go for gradient. And you want a gradient that is top to bottom. Okay, well, that's going to be white at the bottom there. Possibly. And you're probably going to want another white. Move that to the end just so that you have two purples, right? Because when you click add, it just adds the one that's next to it. So there we go. Let's do that. And we need that one to be fainter. There. That will be a good way to make a gradient. I guess if you wanted to, you could add the light bluey color there to the bottom. What's the light bluey color? See all. Photo colors, see all. There's a lot of colors in this photo. That kind of light bluey color. If you hover over it, it says BDDAE 0. Okay. Oh no, I've got to do my gradient again now. But we need that one. Go back in. Gradient. BDDAE 0. And we need to go that way. We don't need that one. We want it to be white, which is up here. And we need another white one, don't we? So up here. Let's move that to the bottom. There. That's a pretty good gradient. Right, let's do that and send it back. Layers. Show layers. Right, so we're going to send that one to the back, right to the back. And we're going to bring this one right to the front. Okay, and then we are going to turn the transparency down so that we can see our book cover through it. Okay, well, that looks okay. All of the important bits are within the cover. Now, I need to broaden this one a little bit and move my holly bits to the side. Now, because I built this cover myself, I can do that. But if you can't, then you can't, because if somebody else did it for you, you'll have to ask for the layer files. Or if you just bought a pre-made, then that's going to be a bit more difficult. But then you need something on the spine, so let's put snowed in. And match the font. You don't have to match the font, but it does look a lot nicer if you do. And make it very small and twizzle it by 90 degrees and fit it into the spine somewhere about there. And then I'll put my pen name in. Text. Rhoda Baxter. Rhoda Baxter is the pen name that I wrote under for years. I probably will write under that name again, simply because it gives me options. Yeah, these books are still out there. You can buy them if you want. Those are all indie now. Some of the books used to be trad, but now they are indie. Right, let's have a look. Now, KDP likes for you to not have any of the text touching the red lines. So let's make this one smaller. And okay, so that's 14. So that should probably be 14 as well, just for consistency. Okay, right. And then we need to put the blurb on the back. Now, regarding barcodes, don't worry about it because KDP will give you a barcode. So if somebody tries to sell you a barcode, you don't need it. Now we need to add the back blurb. So let's copy it and paste it. And this cover is nice and light, so you don't actually have to worry too much about it not showing up. If you do worry about it not showing up, you can use a blur element. So find one of the free fuzzy black fuzzy elements that go behind, and I quite like this one because it's less uniform than the others, and that would just lift your text so that it can be read. Right, let's just see how this looks. Okay, that looks mostly centered. It might be a little bit close to that side, so is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, right, I think we're done. And I wouldn't mind, just for a slight whimsical touch, to have the... No, let's not bother. Let's not bother with the whimsical touch. Right, so how are we looking? Okay, that needs to change, right? So let's get this top layer, right click, layers panel, and move this so that it is just underneath the holly things, and move the holly things to the side a little so that if they get cut off quite close to the edge, they still look okay. All right, done. Right, move that to the top. Just check that everything is safely within the margins. It is. Right, then we delete the template, and that's your cover. Oh, look, there's a gap there. We don't want a gap. There we go. There's a gap there too. We don't want a gap there either. There, no gaps. Fabulous. Right, now we share and save. Download it as a print-ready PDF, because that is what KDP will ask you for. And flatten PDF. Download. Okay. Like I said, I've already done this a couple of times, so I already have one. Then you come back here and you upload your cover file. Right. It's going to take a while to upload. If you have a designer who does your cover, they might add the barcode for you, and then you tick the box that says, does this already have a barcode? Do you use AI tools? No. And launch previewer. And it's at this point that it throws up any problems that it might have, either with your interior file or with your book cover file. And then you go round and round the circle until either KDP accepts your print book or you lose the will to live, whichever comes first. Here we go. Then you get a print preview, which you can either download as a PDF to read or send to your Kindle, or they'd have you can view it in various ways. But anyway, that doesn't look too bad. All right, let's approve. If something goes wrong, it will tell you what's gone wrong. So you just have to go back and fiddle with it and fix it. Okay. All good. And then it will tell you your printing cost. So this will cost £2.47. That's just the printing costs. That's not what KDP will charge you. Oh heck, I've forgotten how much I used to charge for it. I think it's something like $6.99. Don't click expanded distribution if you're going to go through Ingram Spark. You may as well go through Ingram Spark, really. Right, that's it. And a base. Ooh, let's not have an 83 there. I'll leave those because that'll go up and down depending on where the euro is. Right, publish your paperback. And that will publish in time. And that's all there is to it. I hope you found that useful. If you did, please tell all your friends. And if you're an author who wants to talk to other authors about Canva, come and join the free Facebook group, Canva Tips for Authors. The link is in the description. If you want me to do some of your social media graphics for you, just drop me an email and we'll talk about it. And I will give you a quote. Thank you for your time.